Good morning and welcome to Gashi's Kama TV, the tallest man in Black Africa. As I go on air, Aberdare Regis is burning. A big and a huge consuming inferno has been consuming the Aberdare Regis for 15 days now. Nothing seems to be working. Nothing seems to be doing anything to stop the huge inferno. The Aberdare Regis is in Nyandarua County. Nyandarua County neighbors Kiambu County, Nyeri County, and Murang'a County, and is almost just next to Nairobi. These counties are in Mount Kenya. These counties is where we find the Kikuyus. It is in this county where you find the River Chania and draining all the waters to River Tana. It is in Nyandarua that you find River Johi. It is in Nyandarua that you find River Marewa. It is in Nyandarua that you find Lake Oborosat. It is in Nyandarua that you find Sasuma Dam, the dam that feeds Nairobi. All the waters that Nairobi consume, more than half of Nairobi water comes from Sasuma Dam. Sasuma Dam is in Jabini. The mountain is burning. Aberdare Regis is on fire. 15 days of nothingness. And the government seems not to be doing enough. I'm afraid that this could be deliberate. I'm afraid that the Kikuyus are now facing the music. I'm afraid that I'm sure that the government is capable of putting this fire within one day. With the military, with all the firefighting equipment. In fact, if the people of the neighboring counties, if they decide to put off this fire, they can manage it. As we talk, the Aberdare National Park is on fire. As we talk, more than 40,000 hectares of Aberdare forest have been consumed by the fire. The people of Nyandarua are fearing because they are wondering if this fire can come to where they are. When I look at the situation, I see a situation where the government is not doing enough. I see a situation where the national government is just watching as the people of the mountain suffer. I can see a situation where Nairobi is also going to be affected. Within just 2-3 months, I can tell you, all these people who are served, who are neighbors Nyandarua, including Nyandarua itself, are going to see the consequences. In Nyandarua, there is excess food, there is excess maize, there is excess potatoes, excess cowpies. Food is in plenty. Nyandarua is the breadbasket of the mountain. And when you see the catchment of this area, this county being affected, we have all the reasons to ask the government why it is not doing enough, why it has failed to put off this fire. We can say, without fear of contradiction, that this could be a deliberate move. This could be a deliberate move to impoverish the people of the mountain. This could be a deliberate move to ensure that the Kikuyus are poor and have become beggars. In Nyandarua, we see that the successive governments have ignored this county, because it is in Nyandarua that you find that we have a lot of food, but there is no road network. You cannot tell me that this is just a coincidence. By the successive governments, it is only Kibaki who tried to put the road networks in Nyandarua. He tried. When I look at William Samoei Ruto, when I look at the way he has now abandoned the Mamau Road, claiming that it is of no economic value, yet barabara hii inaunganisha Nyandarua, Murang'a, Kiambu, Nyeri, hadi even Kirinyaga. Na sasa barabara hii ndio sasa imepigwa marufuku. Barabara hii ndio sasa imepuuzwa na serikali ya William Samoei Ruto. Again, when I look at flyover Thika Road, another Uhuru Legacy project, a major project that has also been abandoned by the government, I can tell you, when I connect this now with the Inferno that is eating the Abadeas, I see something that is very much connected. I see something that is telling a story. Something that is telling a story of impoverishing the people of the mountain. Again, when you look at it, we know that even the white men, when they were in Nyandarua, they used to call Nyandarua the Happy Valley. The original name of Nyandarua is Happy Valley. And here, ni mahali ambapo unapata chakula cha kila aina. Ni mahali ambapo unapata watu wenye nguvu. Ni mahali ambapo unapata watu ambao hawaobi chakula, sio baoba. In fact, if you have never been to Nyandarua, this is the only county now that you go and you find green maize. This is the only county you can go now that you find green grass. This is the only county. In fact, the biggest Kenya Cooperative Creamery, popularly known as KCC, was in Nyahururu during Moi's era. But Moi ensured that this country was completely impoverished. The pyrethrum that was a major export commodity by the people of Nyandarua was annihilated. The potato business, which we know is very, very important and very dear to the people of Nyandarua. That is why you find that people being ignored. And by the way, Gachagua, I understand, has land in Shamata. Shamata is on the extreme end of Nyandarua after you leave Nyahururu. And again, when you look at this place, most places there is no electricity. It is a state of nothingness. Nothing to show. Nothing to be proud about. Even the schools have been ignored by this government. You realize that we have two national schools. We have Karema Girls and Nyandarua High School. And when you look at the status of this school, when you look at the current status of this school, they live around to be the side of the national schools. You cannot compare them to schools like Mangu. You cannot compare them to schools like Alliance, Starehe, and many other schools in the mountain in Nairobi, like a school like Nairobi School. So what we are saying is that this fire could be a political fire. This fire, who knows? Even the government can start the fire. Who knows? Because the probability of this fire coming from people who harvest honey, people who burn charcoal, people who are in the forest cutting timber and selling, it is a possibility that this could be a deliberate move. A move to ensure the people of the mountain are poor. A move to ensure that the people of the mountain are beggars. How can you tell me that the president is very busy telling us that we should be planting, I think, is it 3 billion trees? And you see how many shrubs have been destroyed by the fire. How many trees have been burnt down by this inferno. How many animals have been killed? How many animals have died in that forest, in those ranges? How many insects have died? Yet we are talking about Mother Nature. If you look at this government, it is not very keen on developing the mountain region. It is not very keen on fulfilling the promises that is put forward, that is going to promise to the people, that is going to fulfill to the people. When you look at this government, there are so many questions that need to be asked. I think the people of Mount Kenya need to move very fast and put off this fire. The military need to move very fast and put off this fire. And I think African governments should come in handy and assist the people of the mountain to put off this fire. Today it is Nyandarua. Tomorrow it is another county. But I can tell you, the government is sleeping on the job. The government is not doing enough. The government is dilly-dallying. Serikali imepuuza majukumu yake. Serikali imewasaliti wananchi. Serikali imewasaliti wa Kikuyu. Because this is not a political fire. We are talking about real fire. We are talking about fire in Aberdare Ranges. Aberdare Ranges. Oh, my country. I cry. I weep for my beloved country. Nyandarua is a county that we all love. This is where we have Thompson Falls. This is where we have freshened cows. This is where we have sheep, goats, donkeys, and all the beautiful animals. This is where we have very delicious fish. This is a place like no other. This is a Canaan in Kenya. And I believe that the government has betrayed its people. I believe the government is letting us down. I think Raila now should hold a meeting in Nyandarua and try to mobilize the people to put off this fire. Again, the youth who are there, our youth need to ensure that we put off this fire. And by the way, understand this fire, this Inferno, has consumed, I think, 2 ranges. Are they 2 or 3? Something like that. Some people have lost their lives. So it has affected animals, it has affected human beings, it has affected our environment, and we can imagine the kind of pollution that the people of Nyandarua are experiencing. Today is not a very good day. And this fire could be an imagery of a fire that may consume this nation. This nation could find itself in fire. Maybe, who knows? Labda, huu ni ubashiri wa mambo ambayo yanaweza kutokea katika nchi ya Kenya. Remember to subscribe to our channel. Remember to like our video. Remember to comment. And please, you can also let us know where you're watching us from. And may you have a blessed day. This is Crisis Command TV, the tallest man in Black Africa. Till next time, bye-bye.